the realities and misconceptions about trading or about financial markets as a whole. Now, if you are a new trader, probably a beginner, or maybe even a trader na merong experience, but you are still confused kung ano nga ba nangyari sa market, then I believe you might relate to this video. Because this initial perception is usually what we see or what we feel during we are trading. Diba? During nagtitrade tayo. And we often think that the market is intentionally trying to hurt you or trying to hurt me. Kasi nga, we are thinking that the market is hunting our stop losses. Diba? Imagine that you are taking a position, let's say a long position. Diba? You took a long position right here, and then umakyat yung market, dito yung stop loss mo, bumagsak siya, and then saka siya umakyat. Diba? Now, you might think that the market is intentionally trying to hurt you. Right? Kasi every time na nangyayari to, diba? You are thinking this, the same thing. And actually, it's a very normal thing that we think that the market is intentionally trying to hurt us. Kasi nga, I mean, hinit niya yung stop loss natin bago siya umakyat, right? So if it's not intentional, then what is it, diba? So we are thinking that the price movements are personal or targeted. Na para bang kinukuha lang ng market yung stop loss natin, right? Na para bang nakatingin lang sa atin yung market. And that the losses mean the market is manipulating my trade. But is it really, or does the market really is manipulating your trade? Because let's face it, even if there is a manipulation sa market, even if there are manipulations na ginagawa ng institutions or political aspect, diba? You cannot do anything about it, diba? Every manipulation there is, you cannot do something about it. You cannot control it. But there is a way for you to manage those things, diba? And that big players are watching my position specifically. Kasi nga, diba? Hinit lang yung stop loss natin, saka siya umangat. Take profit na sana tayo, but na-hit yung stop loss natin. And we often think that they care about our position. Diba? That they care about dollars that we put in our position. And we often think that if we were right, the market wouldn't move against us. Diba? We often think that these things are true, right? We are trying to rationalize ourselves by thinking na we are not the problem. The problem is the market, the institutions who are manipulating the trades, the market. And since we are thinking about these things, nagkakaroon tayo ng maling perception sa market. Right? Kasi all these things are something that you cannot control, right? It's not something that any single one of us can control. Or even if we can control the price, even if we have lots of money to at least move the price, do you think na you will win every day? Diba? Because all of these things are something that we cannot control, right? We cannot control each and every one that trades in the market, but we can manage those things. Diba? Because all of these things, if you are thinking about any of this, then dun pa lang, I'm telling you that you are wrong. Kasi the market is not intentionally trying to hurt you, and that the price movements are personal or targeted. Diba? Now, those things kasi, those initial perception, it reflects in the chart. Since you are thinking na the price is personal or targeted and that the market is intentionally trying to hurt you, nagre-reflect siya pagdating niyo sa chart. And you are over-interpreting the noise as a deliberate market action. Kasi nga, na-hit yung stop loss na eh, di ba? And you are thinking that maybe the market is trying to hurt me. And syempre, you have to filter out those noise. You are also seeing the stop hunts as a manipulation. Na porke na stop loss ka, manipulated na, di ba? Or hinahanap na yung stop loss mo. Ano bang pake nila? Ano bang pake ng institutions or big players sa dollars mo, right? Even if you have $100 a market. I mean, if you think about how big the financial market is, the market capitalization, then probably you won't be, or you would be surprised that your $100 means nothing to them. And the traders constantly change bias after minor adverse moves, which is very wrong. No? Now, if this one reflects in your chart or in your trades, then probably what would happen is you will burn your account. Diba? You will breach your account. And that the entries are made too early or too late due to fear of being caught. Diba? Since nasa isip natin na umakyat yung market, dapat naka-entry na tayo rito. Pero, since nasa isip natin na bababa pa siya, diba? Nasa isip natin na bababa pa siya at i-hit yung stop loss dito sa ilalim. What happened was, umakyat na siya, right? And mainly because of our fear of being caught. Kasi nga, what happened before was that na stop hunt tayo, di ba? Na stop loss tayo. So, ang tendency is, nag-i-spiral siya, nagkakaroon tayo ng takot or ng fear na baka i-stop out ulit tayo or ma-stop loss ulit tayo. Diba? And that usually we are moving or removing our stop loss when price approaches them. And this is one of the big rookie mistakes in the market, that you are moving or you are removing the stop loss. Kasi nga, stop loss or stop outs are meant to protect us, not to harm us. So without stop losses or without cutting losses, you are setting yourself for a breach of account. Ang tendency is mataas yung chance or tumataas yung chance na masunugan tayo ng account. And simply because you are not following your plan. You are not following your strategy. You are not trusting it enough that you are moving or removing your stop loss. Diba? And if you will go back sa previous perception natin sa market, there's something about accepting losses, right? So if you are really accepting your losses, you are really accepting that risk is a part, or that losses is a part of the game, then until then you won't be able to become a consistently profitable trader. Simply because by accepting losses, by accepting that there are risks that is involved in this market, you are setting yourself for probability base and not certainty base. And you are thinking that there are times na you are gonna be wrong in the market. And that's what being a trader is. That accepting that there are times that you will be wrong. Diba? That there are times that your strategy won't work. And as a result of those reflections in the chart on what you do, diba? You are having inconsistent entries and exits. Now, this could affect your trading portfolio kasi inconsistent entries or exits also determines your risk to reward ratio. So if hindi consistent yung entries and exits nyo, then probably you won't have a positive expectancy. You won't have a positive expectancy. And that's also one of the things that you have to account for, or you have to consider in order for you to become a consistently profitable trader. And we'll talk about it in our next videos. Okay? So that you would be able to understand kung ano nga ba yung positive expectancy. And how does one becomes profitable through positive expectancy. Now, you also have this poor risk reward execution. Since hindi nga consistent yung entries and exits mo, pwedeng yung risk reward mo is mababa or hindi ganon ka ganda, diba? So, if sa risk to reward ratio pa lang wala ka ng edge, then probably, or the chances are high na you will just keep on repeating the same mistakes. Now, next is the misconfirmations and structure breaks. Now, since nagkakaroon nga tayo ng cognitive bias sa market, nagkakaroon tayo ng thinking na hindi tayo pwedeng magkamali, di ba? Na bababa pa to. When in fact, the market already shifted, di ba? So if we are shorting this one, we are going to take short position, and you're probably thinking na bababa pa to since due to your cognitive bias, naging bias tayo when it comes to structure breaks or what the market is trying to show us. Nami-miss out natin yung mga potential trades, yung mga stop losses natin or cut losses. Kasi nga, we are thinking that we are right, di ba? We are thinking na hindi tayo pwedeng magkamali. Kasi nakita ko tong trade na to, di ba? Nakita ko na 100% win rate to sa YouTube, sa Facebook, or sa Instagram. Now, because of those things, nagkakaroon tayo ng bias. Di ba? We are not thinking in a neutral way. in a way na the market would probably go against our way. Now, probably we are wrong, diba? And it also results to overtrading, diba? Especially during consolidation phases. Now, this one is very important kasi nga, overtrading usually leads to breach of account. Kasi nga, you are considering na meron tayong bias or considering na you are shifting from one bias to another, nagkakaroon ng overtrading. And usually, overtrading leads to breach of account. Diba? Also leads to burnout. Kasi nga, we are not or we cannot handle our losses. Diba? We cannot accept that we have to lose or there are times that we're gonna be losing in the market. And because of those things, because of our kakulitan, diba? Dahil sa kakulitan natin, nagkakaroon tayo or nag-overtrade tayo, diba? And we are looking for the Holy Grail strategy. We are thinking na hindi tayo mali. Pangit lang yung strategy natin. And that we have to find this 100% win rate strategy. Which is a very, very wrong mindset that newbies or rookies make. Diba? Kasi there is no Holy Grail strategy. There is no 100% win rate. Or even if there is, probably it's not something that you are looking for or it's not something sustainable, diba? Now, you have to understand that there's a reality that your expectations are different from reality. Kasi nga, the market does not reward certainty. It rewards probability. Oops. And that there is no Holy Grail strategy sa market. Diba? But there is only probabilistic edge. Now, this probabilistic edge will help you become a consistently profitable trader. And that there is only proper risk management on how you're gonna be cutting your losses and where do you think the market will say or will tell you that you are wrong, diba? And there is only a psychological discipline wherein you are showing up every day, you are still charting, you are still following your plan, those things, diba? And that there is only a consistent execution over a sample size. Since we are basing on probabilistic edge, you have to understand that you need to execute consistently to attain your edge sa market. Lastly, the problem is not the market nor the strategy, but the trader's expectations and behavior, because we see the market not as it is, but as we are. And probably you can relate it, or probably someday you will think about this quote, diba? That we see the market not as it is, but as we are. Because it reflects our daily habits, our fears, our greediness sa market, diba? And it is because of those perception, it is because of those things that we feel, those habits that we do every day, that makes us inconsistent, diba? That makes us, or that makes our journey harder, diba? But luckily, there's a way for you to be able to change those things, or to be able to become a consistently pro- profitable trader despite having those perception, diba? And that's what we're gonna be talking about in the next video. See you guys sa next video.